circle, Fonstad. Cross ice, Stallard scores. What a pass by Cole Fonstad to set up that power play goal.
You're right, that was a high skill.
Bursting it, Fonstad around left half wall for Stallard. Trying to throw it on net, stopped by Wilms. Rebound, they score. Parker Kelly has pulled the Raiders back to it.
Fonstad holds Cole Fonstad into the slot, back door, scores! Jordy Stallard ties it up with 9:25 to go. If they hurry, Budick with Stallard. Budick, right side, Stallard! Budick scores! Wojtek Budick, the overtime winner, and the Raiders win.
A great job here by the Raiders in this overtime, the 3-on-3, and they took full advantage of a bit of a miscue down in the Raiders zone.
He was able to do so. Here's Stallard getting it into the slot. Stallard gets it right back again, a shot, and they score. Prince Albert Raiders on a given goal there. Jordy Stallard on the power play for the Raiders, and the Raiders have a 1-0 lead. Big goal here for Prince the boards, and it's the Medicine Tigers. Zach Fisher fielding to catch up to it. Fonstad for the Raiders. He's inside the Tiger blue line. Shoots, scores! Fonstad picks the upper left-hand corner of this Raider team. Just won't go away here tonight.
Well, they got a break.
And it was not set up. Back to the blue line. Raiders again in possession. Puck goes right in front again. Moving in, another shot. And this time it was Max Martin that made a nice deke in there, and the Tigers goaltender hauled it. He went one way, Hayes, or at least Martin went the other. Rest as the Stallard will hold the puck in. He'll get a long shot. Here's the deflection. They score. Perfect deflection there by Parker Kelly as he came in late on the play. And they
blocked by Gutenberg to the side of the goal. Fonstad, one-timer, they score. And Jordy Stallard is Johnny on the spot and puts Fonstad again on the far side. Back in front, Stallard walks in, shoots, scores. Jordy Stallard, deja vu, same spot, and it's a one-goal game.
Well, again, it's another dot-to-dot play.
Here comes Fonstad the other way. Left side for Stallard, a long shot into the glove of Miskew. They score. The rebound bounced off of Miskew to the front of the net, and the Raiders capitalize.
Well, Stallard took the initial shot.
Gathered by Sapago. He'll advance it. Stallard stepping in. Wrist shot. He scores! Jordy Stallard. A wrist shot from the top of the slot. And the Raiders are on the board. Glove down by Kelly, 2-on-1. Kelly with Stallard across for Stallard. Back to Kelly. He scores. What a passing play. Parker Kelly finishes it off. And we're tied up with 93 seconds to go in the first. Fiala. Fonstad on the boards, intercepted in the slot. Here's Jordy Stallard walking in. He scores! Jordy Stallard rips it home, and the Raiders lead 1-0.
Well, a great job here by Jordy Stallard picking up this loose puck.
Sapago working on Florchuk. He'll work his way down to the corner. Backdoor, Stallard, he scores! What a feed by Sapago, and the finish by Jordy Stallard. And we're tied up. Instead, will follow up on it. Clegg turns it over. Here's Stallard stepping in, firing it. He scores! Jordy Stallard make it a 6-game point streak. And the Raiders take a 1-0 lead. The stick of Stallard. Out front, Stallard in tight. He scores! Jordy Stallard on a turnover extends his point streak to 8 games. Left boards. Cross ice, Stallard. He scores! Jordy Stallard. A power play goal on a beautiful feed from Cole Fonstad. And the Fonstad working the left boards. Cross ice, Stallard, he scores! Jordy Stallard, a power play goal on a beautiful feed from Cole Fonstad. And the Raiders lead 3-0. 6-on-5 for the Raiders, controlling in the zone. Fonstad, Stallard, he scores! Jordy Stallard, 1:01 on the clock, and we've got a 1-goal game.
That one, but it didn't hit the net. Fleury gives that one away, and now it's a 2-on-1 back as he scrambles into position. A quick shot. What a wrister. And it is in. 3-0 for Prince Albert.
He holds. Now back to Fonstad, left circle, back to the point. Sapago. Stallard. Shot, scores. Stallard from the top of the right circle. I'm not sure if it hit anybody on the way through, but it is 1-0 Prince Albert. Just under
slot. Stallard fires a shot. Save is made in front. Bounces back, Stallard throws it in front, tip shot, score! Miskey on the half wall put the shot on net, and Stallard there to bang in the rebound. And the Raiders go back up on top 5-4 with just over
Fonstad, 2-on-1 again. Fonstad and Stallard. Cole Fonstad, backdoor save made. They score. On the rebound, Jordy Stallard knocks it home. And the Raiders take a 2-0 lead.
There's the Raiders again, sneaking up the ice, finding Kelly on the near left wing. Pass to the middle, they score. Jordy Stallard will tip that one in, and we are even at 1.
Well, Raiders and Fonstad, man, just wrestled down there. Stick with back and forth to him and Will Warm. Nice move by Stallard. They score! In tight, Jordy Stallard cut around and walking, then buried it backhanded through Child. It's tied at 1.
Stallard left wing side. In come the Raiders. Fonstad back. Stallard! Stop! No, it's in! Jordy Stallard has tied the game at 2 as he continues to be a Bronco killer this season.
In the face-off circle, cross ice, Stallard scores! Jordy Stallard rips it under the bar, short side. A power play goal for the Raiders. They break the slump. Fonstad on the toe drag. Loose puck in front, Stallard chops at it. He scores! Jordy Stallard on the turnover. We're tied up again, his second of the night.
Jackson Shepard, time of the goal, 8:41.
Here's Stallard, a chance in tight. He scores! Jordy Stallard answers right back. And the Raiders on the board within a goal. It's 4-3.
Drops it off midpoint, Max Martin. Left wing Stallard. He'll shoot and score! Jordy Stallard has been a big-time sniper for the Prince Albert Raiders this season. That's his 23rd of the year and his 9th.
Follows it up, has room, sets it up. Stallard, stop, rebound! Fonstad scores! And the Raiders tie the game 26 seconds into the third period.
Pahal gets past Cox, right side. Stallard, one-time shot. He scores! Power play goal for Jordy Stallard. And the Raiders take a 2-1 lead. Control here. Fonstad into the corner for Jordy Stallard. Stallard steps off the wall. He scores! Jordy Stallard rips it over the shoulder. A power play goal. The Raiders have a 2-1 lead.
So specialty. Top left circle, Paul goes right side. Stallard, quick shot, scores! It squeaks through the 5-hole of Tyler Brown, and we're tied 4-4.
Tough one there for Tyler Brown.
Back to play it for the ice is Ryan Pooley out. He lost that one. Stallard in front. He scores! Jordy Stallard gets the Raiders on the... In neutral ice, he'll drop for Stallard. Stallard shot, pad save, rebound, Pahal. Second rebound, he scores! Braden Pahal, his second of the night. And the Raiders lead 5-1. The offensive zone drops it off for Stallard joining late. Stallard high slot, Budik wrist shot. He scores! Wojciech Budik. Welcome back to the Raiders. It's 1-0.
Cross-ice fanned on it. Now he'll pass right side for Stallard. Stallard, wrist shot, pad save, Brown, rebound off the post and off the back of Brown and in. And the Raiders do have a goal with 2:52 left in regulation.
Tries to work it ahead, cut off by Miskey, left side. Stallard shot, he scores! Jordy Stallard puts the Raiders on the board. It's 1. Miskey, the puck bounces away on him, but followed up on by Stallard. Stallard in alone, scores! Jordy Stallard puts the Raiders up 3-2 with 3:39 to go in. Walks, here's Fonstad. Rink wide, Stallard stepping it back door. They score! Cody McDonald taps it in on the power play. The Raiders another chance to clear. Hayes works it ahead for Stallard. Breakaway, shorthanded. Jordy Stallard scores! The stretch man gets lost in traffic. Jordy Stallard makes no mistake.
Right wing to Parker Kelly. Will now drop it to Stallard. He'll shoot, scores! Stallard off the right side, walks in and fires it home. It's a power play goal. It's 4-0 Prince Albert.
Stallard's able to get the puck on the half wall. Looks like he's going to make a pass through the seam or through the crease to the other side. He doesn't.
Bradley along with Mason Shaw. We're on the broadcast booth. Purdue Sewing Center, Medicine Steeler for Jerome Sewing Machines. Right from the face-off, the Raiders get a shot. Just bang, bang. And, boy, we just came back on the air here, and it's all tied up.
Slav Mikulchuk. Here come the Raiders the other way. Montgomery drops Stallard shot. He scores! Jordy Stallard. And the Raiders are back in front. It's 2-1. Stallard up the right wing, gets past Shetler, drops it off. Miskey in the slot. He scores! Curtis Miskey, the insurance marker, in the Raiders a 4-2 lead. In the corner is Davidson. He doesn't have a helmet. That's going to be a penalty against Davidson. Fonstad, right side, Stallard. Back to Fonstad, scores! Cole Fonstad. The Raiders take a 5-2 lead.
Logan Christensen. Christensen ahead on the left wing, knocked off a stick, send in front, they score! Tied up at 2-2 as Schmier had it stripped off his stick and a spin and fire to a Raider right on. Sean Montgomery into the middle, Fonstad, left wing, sent to the back door, they score! Nice passing play there, and Jordy Stallard able to tap it home, and it's 3-2 Raiders as they have their first lead of the night.
Well, Sean Montgomery
not opening much up. Here's Fonstad. Back to Stallard. He'll load, fires to his screen. He scores! Jordy Stallard, a power play goal, and it's 2-2. Hayes holds at the line behind the net. Jordy Stallard out front. Leeson can't get the one-timer on goal. Stallard down into the corner. Fonstad, he's got some room. Fonstad steps out. He scores! Cole Fonstad. Right side, he'll center for Jordy Stallard. Into the slot, bouncing puck gets away from Knackbauer, held by Martin. Here's Stallard in tight back door, scores! Regan Nagy, the backdoor tap in, and the Raiders are out front 2-0.
Bobbles it, rolls back to the top of the circles. Over on the far side, Stallard a shot, scores! Jordy Stallard squeezed it through, and the Raiders have cut the lead to 1.
Point for Hayes. He'll get to the middle, shoot it, blocked in front of the net, smacked on net, scores! Stallard bats it off the post and in, and it's 2-0 Prince Albert.
Yeah, a shot from the point doesn't get through, Cam. It looks like it's a Red Deer Rebel defenseman at the hash marks. Drops down to Jordy Stallard, and he just swipes at it.
It's a Marty ring for sure.
Here's Jordy Stallard into the zone. Wrist shot, scored! Jordy Stallard rips it home. The Raiders lead 5-2.
Leeson left circle, back over to Martin, shooting, scores! Tie game! Martin goes upstairs, and the Raiders come all the way back from down 3 to tie this game with Swift.
Entry by the Raiders. Here's Stallard all alone on the right side. He'll step in, wrist shot, scores! Jordy Stallard tucks it far side on the power play. It's 4-1. But a decision not made. Here's Fonstad again, shorthanded with Miskey. Miskey scores! Curtis Miskey, 5-2. Fonstad rink wide onto the tape of Miskey. Backdoor Stallard, what a goal! The Raiders on the board, a minute and a half into the second.
Walker on it.
Stallard for the offensive zone try in front. They score! Captain Miskey, 3-2 Raiders.
Back comes PA. Miskey, nice play to tap it by Scholler. Partial breakaway, stops, goes left side. Stallard shoots and scores. Jordy Stallard has number 44, and the Raiders lead 1-0.
Wow, what a play there by Miskey.
Center looks through the middle for Stallard. He'll cut on his right and across the Warrior line. Backhand held on to by Wilms. Puck got behind, they score! Oh, a broken play, and the Raiders capitalize, getting the first goal of the series.
It looked like Brody Wilms
Right wing across the Warrior line. There's a left circle raise, shot, high save made, puck in the crease, they score! The Raiders putting bodies to the net, and they'll jam it through the legs of Brody Wilms, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Prince Albert Raiders.
He's got Fonstad with him. Miskey gets tied up by Peckford. Stallard into the slot. Shot! He scores! Jordy Stallard! The Raiders are in front! Wilms had to be careful with that one. Miskey, shot, rebound, high slot, Stallard, tip, they score! Cole Fonstad! Raiders back in front!